viewers, I'm here to share another concern that I have, particularly with these job situations. I was on a temporary summer job, and I've been on this job 2015 and also this summer 2017. In 2015, they solicited other people's help because they were short on staff, and I learned about this position through a relative of mine who recommended me. And when they contacted me, wanted me to come in to be hired, I came the very same day, so it was immediate response. So while I'm working and being trained in this position, I am told by my trainer to go to Human Resources. We go to Human Resources, and she tells the Human Resources director on site that I take too many breaks. Now, mind you, at the beginning of the session, they tell you that you can take as many breaks as you like, and that you need to stretch after you score the papers and clear your mind. But I really didn't even do that. So I explained to them, the Human Resource Director and the trainer at the time, that I had certain medical conditions, well, 2 medical conditions that will cause frequent trips to the ladies' room. And then that was the end of the discussion. They didn't have anything else to say. And how could they? Because it's a medical situation. So I didn't get the opportunity to work there last year, and I figured the trainer had something to do with that. That's my gut feeling. But it worked out well anyway, because both of my parents were in and out of the hospital, so I was tending to my parents and taking care of them, so it didn't matter anyway. So this year I had the opportunity to work at the same place and location, but I didn't know I was going to get the same trainer. And if I had known, I probably would have gone somewhere else or chose another location. So I went in there with a positive attitude, thinking that things were going to be different. And of course, I had a doctor's note that was written in June of this year, explaining conditions just in case. You have to stay a step ahead of these folks. So, lo and behold, training goes on, and I get an email. And lo and behold, she tells me again, I'm taking too many breaks. I mean, can you give us a stipulation here? I mean, is it 8 to 10 breaks a day or what? Now, we're given a 30-minute lunch, 2 15-minute breaks, 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon. But many of my colleagues have already said that they don't take breaks because they want to leave early. And they don't take the breaks, and they leave early, and nothing is said about it. Think about it. So I get this email, and I respond to her, and I tell her it's discrimination and I have diabetes, and then she makes all this big brouhaha. Well, I didn't remember, but when you said it, I remember. Really? Come on, YouTube family. Do you believe this story? She knows exactly what she's doing. So I decided to beat her to the punch, and I go to Human Resources. Now, this is not what I want. I want peace. This is a temporary job for 3 weeks. Let me make my money and go home. And so I go to Human Resources and say that the same thing she said in 2015 is the same story again in 2017. Can we not repeat this again? And then I hand them a copy of the doctor's note, which they make a copy of. So I get this call from Human Resources, and she's not on site. This big brouhaha that why is she just hearing about it now? What do you mean, why are you hearing about it just now? You heard about it 2 years ago in 2015. I mean, come on, people. Do you take notes and put them in your file? Or do you have selective amnesia when it comes to people that look like me? That's what it sounds like to me. And so she wants to know, am I being accommodated? Now mind you, she wants to know, how many breaks do I need? Now, I don't know about you, but in over 40 years, I have not been able to predict. I mean, maybe I'm lost here. YouTube, help me out. I have not been able to predict how many times a day that I'm going to the ladies' room. And I told this woman over and over again in email and in person on the telephone, via telephone, I cannot predict my kidney functions. So these people just go on, but the long end of the story, I end up leaving this position. I just resigned. I'm not dealing with it. I'm driving out of state, and some other things happen. You know, I'm not going to keep being in these meetings where you're asking if you're accommodating me. This is ridiculous. It's biased. It's foolish. It's elementary. What are your thoughts, YouTube viewers? Can you predict how many times you need to go to the powder room? Thanks for watching, and I appreciate all of your support. Have a wonderful day.